This is Archie, and while he is very cute, he's also a terrorist. And no matter how hard I try, he keeps growing, he keeps finding ways to get to my tools, and he keeps eating them. Hey, Pete here from Northern Works. And in this episode, I need to somehow find a way to puppy-proof this workshop. But with this crazy boy acting the way he is, I really need to turn this OSB into some cabinets to tidy up the big pile of tools that I've got and keep everything neat and tidy. I need to rip this OSB to size, so here's a tip for making a giant straight edge. Get yourself a long piece of wood that you know has straight edges. I got this piece, it was just spare in a flat pack furniture pack. And then attach another piece of wood at 90 degrees, and that'll act as your fence against the straight factory edge of your OSB board. Line it up, and then you can make your cuts knowing that that edge is straight. Archie inside. One question I reckon some people might have is, why am I building this out of OSB? I know it's for the workshop, but it is furniture after all, and I do want it to look good. So why am I building it out of this and not something nicer like plywood? So there's two answers to that question. The first is incredibly practical. Plywood has skyrocketed in price. I had a look at my usual supplier, and a sheet of plywood is now double what it was 4 weeks ago. So that's number one. And the second answer is a little bit more romantic. I'm actually really quite excited by the challenge of building a piece of quality furniture that I'm happy with the look of out of a material like OSB. I've tried to keep the foundations as simple as possible, so it's just a box, and I'm going to attach it all together just with screws, because I know I'm going to want to take it apart and start painting it and doing all bits and bobs, but I just want to get the thing constructed first of all. Drilled pilots for all of my holes because I don't want the screws just to blow out the OSB on the other side. I've countersunk them so they look nice. My first time using one of these combined countersinks and pilots. You're probably laughing at me for never having used one of these before, but they're well good. Would definitely recommend getting one. Quite pleased with how that's coming together actually. So, got some fluff in there from the microphone. I want to add some things that kind of go on the sides. Don't know quite how to describe that, but it just looks a bit naked at the moment. But that's a tomorrow problem. It's getting quite late and I am very hungry. So we'll come back to that tomorrow. Well, it's about a week later, and as you can see, not a lot of work has been going on, although Archie's been enjoying it. Between the rain and work, I've just not been able to get outside and crack on with these cuts, but it's Saturday night, it's 6 o'clock, it's dark outside. Now's my chance, so I'm just gonna get cracking. Well, my hot take on these lights is they're a good deal. 50 quid from B&Q. Right, let's see if I can get these feet and these side panels on before tea time. I think that's pretty good for just some screws. Happy with that. I'm still on my Japanese A-frame vibe at the moment, so I'm going to do this to the legs here as well. I have this one coming at an angle. I think that'll just make it blend in a bit more with sort of office furniture while it's in here, and then once it goes outside, maybe it can set a trend for the workshop. Like way more excited about this than I thought I would be. Is that weird? Right, we're going to put some wheels on the bottom. These are from Amazon from about 6 months ago. Can't remember why I bought them, but they'd be perfect for this. This is like the worst unboxing video ever. It's a wheel. Well, that is pretty much perfect. So I'm going to put some drawers in these cabinets for all of my toolboxes, and then I'll sort out some organisation on the top as well for things like hand tools and drills. But that's tomorrow's job. Alright, so I've just spent about 3 hours chopping and milling some of this plywood to make the drawers themselves. I went for 12mm plywood for this because it's a lot lighter than the OSB, so my drawers should work a lot better. And I've milled in some recesses so that when I put it all together, it should have a lot more strength, which is good because I'm going to be putting some beefy old power tools in these drawers and keeping them safe. So they need to be strong, the bottoms need to not fall out. It definitely takes a bit longer to make your drawers like this. You know, you've got to mill in those recesses all the way around all of your pieces, but this is by far and away the strongest and squarest set of drawers that I've learned how to make. Putting those recesses in actually helps to keep everything square when you're putting them together, so you can just use the tape instead of having to use all sorts of different clamps. And then having that groove means that the bottoms are actually really just firmly held in place and they're not shifting around all over the place. So it takes longer, it is worth it. Right, I feel like we're on the home straight now. Drawer boxes are all dried and strong, So now I need to get the runners on and get them actually in the cabinet. Ow! I'm trying these standard like undermount drawer slides. They're about £3 each. I've never fitted them before. I'm hoping they're pretty easy. You put one on to the drawer itself underneath, and then the other bit screws into the side of your cabinet. Let's see if it's as simple as I hope it is. Right, I'm trying to work out how to get exactly the right fit so that my front piece drawer fronts sit flush with the front of the cabinet and just leave a nice little reveal. All right, I think I might be able to do this. Right, today's the day. We're going to finish this, aren't we, Archie? We haven't got loads left to do, actually. We just need to put the drawer fronts on and then make some specific spaces for various different hand tools. So I think we'll get it done. I'm looking for a nice even reveal around all of my drawer fronts. So I'm using some double-sided sticky tape and some 5mm shims to hold everything in place. And then I can come through the back of the drawers with my pilot hole and screw them all down and hopefully get them all looking nice and even. Not perfect, but pretty good. What do you think? I think I'm ruining his fun. Oh man, this thing has turned out like even better than I expected, if I'm honest. It reminds me a bit of something you'd find in a trendy coffee shop, so it definitely fits in here in the home office come workshop come studio. There are a couple of things where I'm not like super happy. The drawers, I'm pretty sure they are going to fall apart over the next few weeks. That's what you get for spending £3 on a set. And I want to find something to store the clamps on the side. Maybe like something that clips onto the side and they can all hang off there. But other than that, couldn't be happier with how this has turned out, and the best part, Archie cannot get any of those tools, so that's what it was all for. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you have, then why not follow along with something else that I've built. Archie! Good boy!